Okay, Preston, you might want to click the light when you get back there too, Nick. Reese, got it? Okay. Thanks, Reese. All right. We need to be able to graph these equations right here. All right. So to graph these equations, we are going to set up a t-chart. X and Y. If I put a value in for X, I should be able to determine my Y, correct? These are pretty basic. You're not having X squared in there. It's nothing too tough to graph. But what we're going to do is we're going to solve what my X, Y are by graphing it. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off with 0, 1, and -1. All right, for my X's. Use those three to start off with. What numbers do we use, Preston, for X? Yes. So if I take a look at my first equation, Y equals X minus 2, what is my, yes? You can do it however you want. You want to go -1, 0, 1? That's fine. You can put it in like that. No, gosh. If I put 0 in for X, what do I get? -2. If I put 1 in for X, what do I get? Reese? If I put 1 in for X, what do I get? Be just 1? -1. If I put -1 in, Preston, for X, what do I get? -3. -1 minus 2 is -3. So now I'm going to graph this. I'm going to put a graph here. And I'm going to say at 0, my Y is a -2. At 1, my Y is a -1. And at -1, it's -3 down here. So I've got a line that's going like that. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to graph my next one. What? No, of course not. We have to graph our next one. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to solve these two equations by graphing. Okay? So I'm going to put X plus Y equals 10. Let's go down here, continue my t-chart down here, X, Y. If I put 0, 1, -1 into this, 0 in for X, Y is 10. 1 in for X, Y is 9. -1 for X, Y is 11. So, one, two, three, let's see, one's in there. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? We start here. We go over 1, we go to 9. We go over -1, we go to 11. So my line goes through something like this. This point right here, that is a solution for my X and Y on this. Now I don't know if I can come too close to this. Let's find out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 and 5. No, that wouldn't be it. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. So it would probably be this one in here. My line isn't too great. Yes. Desmos? Into my... What does it say? Did you log into the filter? Make sure you're logged in. Okay, so if you grab, there is graph paper in back in the drawers. You're going to be able to graph these to be able to determine exactly what you come out with. If you don't have a ruler or a straight edge, I think there's some in the cabinet. I want you to be able to graph them. You can check it on Desmos to make sure you're right. But that's going to be the big part right here, is using this to graph to be able to find a solution. All right? Want to do another one? Let's take a look at number 2 here. Y equals 7 minus x, and x equals 3y x plus. Makes 2 of us. Equals 11. Let's do this. Yes. All right. A little pause in the action. Yeah. This is practice 3-1. We are going to do the assessment on this one. I'm almost. Nah, I'm going to do it here. I was thinking about doing it on Desmos, but I'm going to do it here. So we're going to go X, Y. And I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little line there saying I'm doing one equation and I'm doing the other equation. Okay? So if I put -1, 0, 1, how's that, Ty? Is that better? Oh, yeah. Okay, there, okay. If I put -1 in for X, what's my Y? On top one. 8. If I put 0 in for X, what's my Y? 7, and 1 is 6. Okay. He's going to have to study for that. Yeah, he's... All right. I'll take... Okay, that's fine. 6. This is a 6 here. I'm writing with my finger. I almost ran out of ink. All right. -1, 0, 1. Let's do the second one here. If I put -1 in for X, what's my Y going to be? Kind of hard to look at it like that, isn't it? What if I solve for y here? And I made this y equals 11 minus x divided by 3. I solve for y. I subtracted my x from this side and I divided by 3. So now if I put in -1 for x, what's my y? Here's somewhere where I might not use -1, 0, and 1. All right? I might not use it. Why? Because, yeah, this is going to be 4. If I put -1 in here, that'll be 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. But if I put 0 in here, I'm working with a fraction now. What number would I want to put in here to come up with an even number? Well, what if we put 2 in there? Ooh, that's a big one. I don't want to use the big one. -1. What if we put 2 in here? 11 minus 2 is 9, right? And that would be 3. Put what number in there? 5? Put 5 in there. Yeah. 11 minus 5 is 6. This would be 2. Easier numbers to work with, right? If we draw our graph and we graph this out, we should be able to find where these two intersect. And where they intersect, that will be my x and my y. You get that, Preston, what we're doing? Reese, you see what we're doing? Cool beans. All right? That's how we do this. What was that, Nikki? Yep. Let's take a look at 3-1. All right. Let's do the odds. Where? Right here? Y equals 3. It's a straight line. If I put 3 in for y, what do I get? If I try and graph y equals 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, it's a straight line that goes like this. It's a straight line because no matter what x is, y is always equal to 3. So do the odds. Do 1, 3, 5. Which point lies on both line 1 and 2? Do 7. Oh, gee, Reese. Yeah, so far. Oh, that's all we've got, hey? That's what it is. 1, 3, 5, and 7. I think you should do all of them. What's the... oh my gosh, look at this quiz. Might be something you want to review yourself. Odds. This is a quiz. That's off 3-1. So maybe knowing that we're going to have a quiz tomorrow and you have the quiz sitting in here, I think you should probably go over that as well. Okay?